Alright, let's take a look at our satellite loop. Shows a lot of clouds coming from Atlantic Canada, covered in New England, and stretching it down to Atlantic Seaboard, stretching out of the Gulf States, and down for southeastern Texas, down for Mexico, and then a number of clouds from Mexico, down for southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, then down for southern Colorado, Utah, and up in the northeastern Nevada, Idaho, eastern Washington, Oregon, and up in the west Montana, and down for southern British coming in Alberta, and stretching in Saskatchewan, down for Manitoba, Ontario, and a lot of clouds from the western Dakotas, down for Nebraska, and a lot of clouds from southeastern North Dakota, western Minnesota, down for eastern South Dakota, then eastern Nebraska, down for central Iowa. One of the clouds for western Kentucky, down for southern Indiana, and up in Ohio, down for southeastern Michigan here. Let's take a look at our map situation here. Cold front from southern Alberta, stretching to Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and a warm front down from Ontario, station front from South Dakota down from Nebraska, and a station front from Missouri, stretching to the Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, stretching up in the Ontario and up to Quebec. A warm station front from North Mexico and Texas, and stretching to the Gulf States, and down for Georgia, and a cold warm front from the Carolinas, and up off Nova Scotia here. And followed by from Kansas, Oklahoma, followed by down from the four-quarter region, four-quarter from Nevada and Central California, and followed by from the Gulf of California. Here we got high pressure in Nova Scotia and northwestern Minnesota, Iowa, Yellowstone Valley, and southeastern Colorado, with low pressure Nova Louisiana, Gulf of California, eastern Washington State. And the Carolinas here end up in the northwestern Ontario. 66 degrees of temperature in Boston and Pittsburgh, 65 in New York City, 70 out in Washington D.C., 67 in Albany, 67 in Atlanta and Georgia. It's 80 out in Miami, Florida, 68 in Dallas, Texas, 78 in Kansas City, 64 in 78 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 64 in Kansas City, 60 in Chicago, 69 in Detroit, 67 in Minneapolis, it's 65 in Omaha, and Great Falls, Montana, 62 in Seattle, 59 in San Francisco, 66 in Los Angeles, 90 in Las Vegas, 70 in Salt Lake City, 56 in Denver, 63 out in Albuquerque, and 83 out in Phoenix. Current conditions varied region: 66 in Boston and Gloucester, 67 in Bedford, 68 in Beverly, 67 in April, 69 in Fitchburg, 65 in Worcester, 67 in Sturbridge, 66 in Webster, 68 out in Milford and in Norwood, 67 in Taunton and Bedford, 66 in Plymouth, 68 in Robinson, 69 in Cape Cod Bay, 64 in Marshfield and Nantucket, 66 in Falmouth, 65 in Chatham, 66 in Block Island and Smithfield, 69 in Wesley, 67 in Springfield, 65 in Amherst, 66 in Greenfield, 65 in Pittsfield and in Nottingham, 69 in Albany, 62 in Bennington, 16 in Bradford, Vermont, 66 in Keene, New Hampshire, and in Manchester, New Hampshire, Pottsville, New Hampshire, 69 in Nashua, New Hampshire, 67 in Jaffrey, New Hampshire, and 67 in Concord, New Hampshire, 68 in Windsor, 69 in Hartford, 67 in Meriden, 67 in Danbury, 64 in Waterbury, 69 in New Haven, 69 in Bridgeport, and it's 70 in Long Island Sound, and it's 68 in Montauk, 64 in Innsbruck, and 65 in New York City here. Okay, public discussion around the country here. Raining conditions with a stalled front near east coast of numerous showers and thunderstorms for the Rockies. And a front boundary situation near the east coast will keep the weekend pattern unsettled through the weekend. With appearance of rain and demand from the Carolinas and southern New England, warm and humid air. A running cooler air indoor to be the main force and mechanism of the rain. It will be slightly cooler than average owing to the increased cloud cover and the forcefully and normally flow west of the front and farther west across much of the central and northern United States. The weather is expected to remain relatively cool and dry throughout the weekend, and a chance of showers and thunderstorms can be expected in the Great Lakes due to upper level short waves and instability. For the intermountain west, scattered numerous showers and thunderstorms can be expected across New Mexico and Colorado as a weakening front boundary interacts with monsoonal moisture to the southwest, and isolated storms are expected for the northern Rockies and into the past 7 hours. While most of the immediate coast should remain dry and throughout the weekend.
Overnight, so it's kind of crazy.
In forecast discussion around New England here, you have the star here. Low pressure will bring some showers to the interior south of New England this morning, while southeast New England receives a steady rainfall this afternoon.
Right, see, it's not so bad, is it?
A few hit and miss showers and suspected for the first half of the work week, but dry weather will dominate. And new term forecast. Today's forecast is very low confidence given a considerable amount of disagreement. A period of rain is still expected from most of the region with odds favored to wash out along the southeast New England coastline here. Sunday update. Heavy rain is slowly making its way northeast into the southern New England. Sunday rain does appear to be on track a little farther to the north and west than the forecast. Just at the pops for this morning in the direction based on the radar trends and the HRRR. The points in the 60s have resulted in some patchy fog across the region as well. This is a likely to continue for the next several hours, and otherwise the forecast is in good shape. Pretty remarkable models discriminate for a 12-hour forecast that models are struggling with a plume of tropical moisture streaming northward from the middle United States, and wherever you are dealing with tropical moisture virtually no thermal gradient, It's going to play havoc with a clear model forecast and placement of QPF. At this point, the best we can do is keep the feed by the forecast score for the last few days, not jumping on wild model swings. The main idea has been for a rainy day across the southeast and New England coastline. Walmart Territory probably deals with a period shot this morning with dry weather this after the latest change. Our wrap models are on board that. It matches under current radar trends will wait pops from the lowest of the northwest to the highest to the southeast, where daily category instability will be limited today, so there will be a low risk of isolated thunderstorm across far southeast New England. That. Tomorrow night, high temperature will be in the 70s, given cloud covered rainfall. All in all, forecast evidence on time and locations. Rainfall amount is very uncertain today, and later shifts may have to make significant adjustments based on radar satellite and have term trends. Alright, let's take a look at what is the scoop on Bertha here. Tropical storm Bertha here. As of 8 o'clock. Send a location. 16.7 in the north, 6.5 in the half to the west. Maximum sustained winds 50 miles per hour, and moving winds west northwest about 22 miles per hour. Here. And the latest advisory on Bertha here. It is a moving rapidly toward Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic and heavy squalls moving into the Virgin Islands. Here. Location 16.7 in the north, 65.5 west as of 8 o'clock, 85 miles. 155 kilometers southwest of St. Croix and 120 miles, 135 kilometers southeast of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Maximum sustained winds 50 miles by 85 kilometers an hour, and present movement winds west northwest of 295 degrees and 22 miles per 35 kilometers an hour. Minimum perceptual pressure 1,008 millibars and 29.77 inches. Watches and warnings. Change with advisory. Not a summary of watches and warnings in effect. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Monday. Puerto Rico, Wiggins, Culebra, U.S. Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands. The southeastern Bahamas, including the Aucklands, Cricket Island, and Long Cay, and the Nianaguas, and the Mayangana, and the Braga Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands. A tropical storm watching in effect for the eastern Dominican Republic from Cabo Friends and Viejo to Isla Seona. Central Bahamas, including Cat Island, the Tumas, and Long Island, Rum Cay, and San Salvador. The tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the water there. In case, within the next 12 to 24 hours, that tropical storm watch means that the tropical conditions are possible within the water in the case within 24 to 36 hours. There. Interest elsewhere across the northeastern Caribbean Sea and Hispaniola should monitor the progress of the system. For storm information specific to your area in the United States, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor product station by your local National Weather Service forecast office. For storm information specific to your area outside the United States, please monitor product station by your National Meteorological Service. Here. At 8 a.m., 1200 UTC, the Central Tropical Storm Bertha was estimated near longitude 16.7 in the north, longitude 6.5 in the half to the west. Bertha is racing toward the west-northwest near 22 miles per hour, 35 kilometers an hour. This is most of this expected to continue today with a gradual turn to the northwest on Sunday, and the forecast track the center of Bertha will pass near Puerto Rico later today. Move over the eastern Dominican Republic tonight, and a bunch of the southeastern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands on Sunday. Maximum sustained winds remain near 50 miles by 85 kilometers an hour with higher gusts and Bertha remains an environment that is not favorable for strafing. In a little change in the strafing forecast for Sunday, tropical force winds extend outward up to 150 miles with 85 kilometers made into the northeast of the center. NOAA buoy 42060 recently reported today winds about 40 miles, 65 kilometers an hour, wind gusts of 45 miles per hour, 72 kilometers an hour, and the same minimum pressure, and the central pressure is 1,008 millibars, 29.77 inches. Here. Hazard affecting land wind tropical conditions should spread over the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico during the next several hours an hour, expecting the southeastern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands by early Sunday. Wind gusts of the tropical storm force could occur squalls over the remainder of the Leeward Islands today. Tropical storm conditions are possible in watch area in the Dominican Republic later today. Rainfall Bertha is expected to produce rainfall about 1 to 3 inches of the and about up to 5 inches across portions of the Leeward Islands and as well as the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, the eastern portions of the Dominican Republic as well as the Turks and Caicos Islands. Fat Sunday night and rainfall totals of 3 to 5 inches, with maximum totals of 8 inches are possible across Puerto Rico. With the EMs still across the southern portion of the island. There.
Get the #1 sleep ingredient plus the leading pain relief.
Alright, let's take a look at her.
The best part of coming
On Hurricane Azelle here. 14.8 to the north, 128.4 to the west. Here, maximum sustained winds 80 miles per hour, movement west about 10 miles per hour. Here. And it's going to stream in hurricane. It could be a tropical storm by about Tuesday and Wednesday as it makes its way toward Hawaii. And take a look at disturbance number 1. An area of low pressure about 700 miles southwest of Manzanillo, Mexico has changed little in organization during the past few hours. However, environmental conditions are conducted for development of this system likely to become a tropical depression over the weekend, while the moves westward about 10 miles per hour. Formation chance for 4 hours, high 6%, and formation chance for 5 days, high 9%. Let's take a look at our Central Pacific outlook here. Centers associated with a former tropical depression, Genevieve, has become better organized since midday Friday. The center system, which is moving westward about 10 miles per hour, looking about 525 miles south of Hilo, Hawaii, and atmospheric conditions curiously favorable for the development of Genevieve as a tropical depression. Advisory may be initiated for this. Since early Saturday morning, formation chance for 4 hours, high 90% for thunderstorms, showers, and thunderstorms associated with an area of low pressure located about 11 to 25 miles east-southeast of Hilo, Hawaii. And upper level winds are not currently favorable to the development of the system. Any development of the system should be slow to occur. Mountain moves westward about 10 miles per hour this weekend. Formation chance for 4 hours. Low 20% of disorganized showers and thunderstorms associated with an area of low pressure about 970 miles west and southwest of Honolulu, Hawaii, have decreased in coverage since Monday and Friday. Environmental conditions appear to be less conducive for development of this system as it is low conducive. It is moving slowly towards the west northwest of the sea weekend. Formation chance for 4 hours. Low 0% of atmosphere. No tropical cycles expected by Sunday evening here. Alright. Let's fly you over to to see what is going on with Typhoon Halong here.
Things get interesting. Introducing new states across America. A trio of states from America's greatest state regions. Like the new Kansas City barbecue sirloin. Topped with a bourbon barbecue glaze and candy bacon for $12.99. Or the Texas sweet chili pepper ribeye drizzles with onion straws. Or the Manhattan stuffed mushroom fillet. Tonight, great steak flavors where it belongs. On your plate, Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't.
Oh, it is Super Typhoon Halong. Category 4 storm, 135 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 160 miles per hour. And it's gonna stay up. Typhoon 4 and it's gonna become Category 3. It's set to start toward the Okinawa Islands, and Japan is gonna set its sights in southeastern Japan as a Category 2 storm. And tropical storm not great. 45 miles per hour wind speed with gusts of 60 miles per hour. It's gonna curve its way down from South Korea to the Sea of Japan as a tropical storm and a tropical depression here. Okay, back into the States here.
In the last several years, we've had our share.
73 degrees will be the temperature today for Boston, 73 for Worcester, 75 for Hartford and New York City, 79 in Albany, 77 in Rutland, 75 in Concord, New Hampshire, and 73 for Portland, Maine. So today's temperature range for today, we will have a prediction high 73 to 79 degrees here. And showers expected across the northwestern part of the region, while steady rain expected across the southeast, while overall accumulation expected to remain around 1 inch less.
Good morning, Mark.
There'll be potential for heavy amounts here.
We have 70 right now in Providence and Westerly with 68 for Newport, 69 for Taunton, and we also have 68
and
Smithfield.
here in southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Connecticut, we'll see up to half an inch rain. Cape Island see 1 inch rain, and this is the best chance for more than 1 inch rain is at Cape and the Islands here. And when it get up into the north and the west of Boston, the totals remain less.
This here, this little knot back here, won't be coming through as we go.
And Sunday dry weather expected, but there'll be a still picture for a few showers along the south coast here.
Although I suspect
And
this gets here, there will be more rain than anything else. Now, when it winds
let's take a look at our
as we go towards the east,
futurecast radar here.
peak of sun before it goes down. But that would be about it. We are looking
And
at a rainy day today. Now tomorrow we go to a 30% chance of some scattered showers. So that makes
and the showers will make its way around 10 o'clock and then move out of the by about 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And also see some showers and storms to the northwest of Boston and New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. And then a few leftover showers are possible around Saturday evening. And so we'll experience a Saturday washout for the southeastern Massachusetts and at the sea here. Okay, let's take a look at a view from the outside here, and it shows a steady rain outside this morning, but we're gonna see a washout on tap on Saturday. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, rain, high near 73 degrees. Northeast wind about 3 to 7 miles by chance of precipitation, 9% and new precipitation amounts between a 10 and a quarter inch possible. Tonight, chance of showers mainly before 1 a.m. and mostly clouds, low and 60 degrees in northeast from about 5 miles per coming in the evening. Chance of precipitation 30% and new precipitation amounts less than 10 inches possible. Sunday, a chance of showers mainly before 2 p.m. mostly clouds, high to 74 degrees, a lot of variable wind and chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday night, slight chance of showers before 11 p.m. and patch fog after 9 p.m. and otherwise mostly clouds, low and 62 degrees, calm wind. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday, chance of showers to 2 p.m. patch fog before 9 a.m. otherwise. Part of the sky 84 degrees and light and variable wind. Chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, slight chance of showers at times before 10 p.m. patch fog. After 3 a.m. otherwise, most clouds got low 63 degrees and chance of precipitation 20%. And Tuesday, patch fog before 8 a.m. otherwise, part of the sky 83 degrees. And Tuesday night, podcast fog after 4 a.m. otherwise, podcast got low 64 degrees. Wednesday, chance of showers at the source, patch fog for 8 a.m. otherwise, parts of the sky 81 degrees and chance of precipitation 40%. Wednesday night, podcast got low 63 degrees and Thursday, most of the sky under 80 degrees. Thursday night, podcast got low 62 degrees and Friday, sun sky under 81 degrees. Peter's weather phrase of the day. A Saturday washout in store. Peter Channel News Time is now 8:31 and it is time now for a little traffic report on this Saturday morning here, and it shows smooth sailing highways byways of New England there. One lone spot in eastern Massachusetts is slow 495 southbound from Hopkinton and Milford. Due to some road work on Milford work on 495 southbound and exit 20 on Route 85, slow traffic from exit 21 West Main Street, Hopkinton. And an accident on Mass Pike eastbound and approach 495 Westbury Boulevard. A good commute in store on this Saturday morning. Peter Channel News Time, 8:32. Time now for the news. Here's the Peter Channel News morning report on this Saturday morning, August 2nd, 2014. Good morning, everybody, and here's what's happening in the world in the news. Top story is Hamas acknowledged responsibility on Saturday for a deadly Gaza Strip ambush in which an Israeli army officer may have been captured, but said the incident likely participated in any, therefore not valid U.S. A private medical jet that landed in Liberia to take 2 Ebola-infected USAID workers for treatment of the U.S. to be able to carry one of them at a time. It was revealed on Saturday. President Barack Obama reiterated conceded that waterboarding and other brutal techniques amount to torture, which was illegal. President Obama also spoke about the U.S.-Mexico border crisis after a day after the Republican-led House descended in chaos that tried to incessantly pass immigration legislation. Amazon left out some important features in its flashing new Fire smartphone and considered these 5 factors before you shop. Getting cozy at Comic-Con before Orlando Bloom made headlines for its confrontation with Justin Bieber. He had a close encounter with Neither Brev, who was sunk her teeth in an actor at Comic-Con in San Diego, California. An explosion at an auto parts store factory in a city neighboring Shanghai today left 65 people dead and more than 100 people injured, state media reported in China. In Cairo, an official witness in Libya's capital say random shells fired by rival militias firing for Cairo control of its international airport hit oil depots, setting them in blaze after a massive fire last month. In Israel's extradition of a Jewish man who assaulted a black man at crowd in 2008 dredges up memories of past racial strife in the neighborhood. Today, back to the Crowd Heights rats back in 1991. The city medical examiner in New York City has ruled the death of Eric Carter, a 43-year-old father whose death in police custody sparked national outrage. A homicide said a chokehold killed him. The Colorado move on driver's license is part of criticism for conservatives who says that it's still set to break immigration laws. Documents released Friday afternoon in the case of Arizona's executioner Joseph Wood, who guessed for air and struggled according to witnesses reported during the 2-hour process, showed that executioners used 57 doses. Argentina is facing down in a second fall in 13 years and it's more on several legal options. What's that impact on global markets? Procter & Gamble shed brands as part of Procter & Gamble shed brands and Procter & Gamble posted a 30% increase in profit at Friday, helping by cost cutting. I'm in a dozen restaurants for this week's off in stocks from RGA to the Federal Reserve and Portugal's Bank's Michael Chaudhou said something silver should be considered. But number 2000. In technology news, in Washington, President Barack Obama signed a bill making it legal once again to unlock a cell phone without permission from the wireless provider so long as the service contract expired. On Friday, the Redmond-based global software giant Microsoft announced that it brought South Korean electronics manufacturer Samsung to court over the contract in a patent deal for Android devices. Many found in Cafe Roy, dead at the age of 94. The Expendable 3 leak Lionsgate takes leak action against Trent says Lionsgate is suing over the leak of Expendable 3, who was released as scheduled for August 15th. Guardians of the Galaxy fans reported surprised by wrong movie as it may be seen the makings of a perfect open night, perhaps popcorn sort of great seats in Richmond and an excited crowd as the lights went down for the midnight first week at Guardians of the Galaxy. In sports news, the video below Apollo George injury sustained during the Team USA scrimmages disturbing and may not be suitable for some viewers. The PGA Tour denied Friday that Dustin Johnson had been suspended this afternoon. An online reporter today said the golfer was banned for 6 months for a drug test for the first time. Oakland Bob Melvin said the A's roster overhaul the last 36 hours lost the Judge left-handed star John Lester tried to make it easy for his new manager. In science, in a million-year-long process, Anderson has gone through the severe transformation and eventually turning them to flying birds. In recent study conducted research, the researchers have distributed the theory beyond the evolutionary downsizing of that. Modern man has lower testosterone level that ancient men led to the changes in facial features and personality traits that paved the way for the birth of modern civilization. NASA plans to pull out the big guns so its next Mars rover, reportedly equipped with 7 proposed tools that will allow for exposed to surface to different ways than ever before. Mosquitoes which create West Nile virus have been detected by officials in Marion County. These bugs have been found by the health department in the county in a surfman's trap. A new statistical analyst that finds that women under age 50 with diagnosed breast cancer also more than likely have been on some version of the pill. Alright, let's take a look at the New England Citadel to see what is going on. And the latest is nope. And that's me for the Women Nutrition PG Channel News Morning put on. It's August 2nd, 2014, on Saturday morning. PG with Sam. Have a good day with a good positive health. See you at 5. Have a good day, everybody.